Okay, this video is not going to be too much edited. Uh, so, also apologies for the crappy audio. You might have known, if you follow my Twitter, that I was in a polycule with two other people. And sadly, one of those people has been revealed to be a bit of a creep, to say the least. You know what? Let me just do something real quick. Alright. You know what? Just so then, y'all don't have to be disturbed with the audio. So, a while ago, so like I said, I was in a polycule, two other people. One of those people was named Gabriel. Gabriel was 18. I am 16. And sadly, you can see where things are going already, can't you? Gabriel was 16. And, of course, Gabriel was 17 when we started dating. And I was 16. We started talking and all this stuff, and one to another. He saw me as nice, saw me as someone who was better than what I see myself, and, well, I didn't believe it. It was definitely something I could see someone else seeing me as. However, it probably was a lie. Let me explain. You see, Gabriel knew that he was turning 18. He knew this stuff already, but he didn't care. He still went on with everything like it was fine. And of course, knowing age of consent laws in other regions are a bit, you know, iffy, I of course said, fuck it. Why not? Not. I know what the age of consent is here. It's 18. But over where he lived, it was 16. So, I thought it was fine. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Even if it's not healthy, even if it's not the best that all my partners are in long distance, fuck it, why not? And of course, I decided what was even funnier was just, you know, let's add more people to this polycule. That's where someone interesting comes in. At the time, there was someone named Amy. Yeah, that was her name, Amy. You see, Amy was 15, a year younger, and Gabriel went and asked her for nudes, and a bunch of sexual shit. And what was worse is Amy wasn't even the youngest in the polycule. There was someone named Knight, someone named Shiva, and if I remember correctly, they were both 14. And that's the issue. Now, I have an ex, Ranch. They saw this. They knew what would have happened. And you wanna know what they did? They tried to warn me. And that's what they did. They tried, but they didn't succeed. They warned everyone else though. They warned Knight, who warned Shiva, who warned Shiva and Raven, Raven being a third person. And then after that, Amy left. So we were down to 3. And that's okay. Then I added someone named Mothry. And they had a boyfriend, so hey, it was back to 5. Sure wasn't a lot, but hey, 5 people can be a lot to some. I was willing to take that. However, Mothry left after a week. Purely due to some mental health related issues pertaining to the current girlfriend I have, Freya or Juliana, depending on who you ask. I personally call her Juliana, but it's okay to call her Freya. Um, of course, I tried to contact. Now, of course, Amy warned me about the exploits of Gabriel, and I told Gabriel about this, and he said he would watch his act. However, recently, it has come to my attention again, thanks to Amy's recent posts. Amy's recent post at the time of recording, which is, what's today again? The 21st of February? Yeah. Thanks to Amy's recent post on the 21st of February 2023, it is safe to say that Gabriel is a groomer, or at least a pedophile. And while I can't stand with him as a human being anymore, I didn't want this to happen. I've already been in a polycule before with 2 others. My ex-girlfriend Lyra, and my ex-boyfriend, and Thomas, or Wrench the Rock, depending on who you ask. Me and Thomas I was in a relationship with Lyra before then, for about a year actually, and I added Thomas because, well, he loved me, and I wanted to make him happy, and of course that's what I did. Yeah, I fucked it up eventually because, you know, I'm 16, and at the time I was like 14, 15. I was an idiot. I did stupid shit because I thought, you know what, no one's gonna care anyway. And you know what happened? After I admitted it, Thomas cut it off. And Thomas is in a similar situation a long, long time ago. And you know what? I could have listened to him. I could have asked him for help in this recent conundrum, but I didn't. The reason why was because I'm scared. I'm scared to break another person's heart after him. And, of course, I didn't listen to their advice. Thomas, if you're somehow watching this, I'm sorry. I know I was a bad person. I know you hate me. And if you're somehow listening to this, I wish you the best in your endeavors. But today is just about self-pity and wallowing. I know others have been hurt by individuals like this. It's not my first time seeing it, and sadly, I don't think this will be my last time experiencing it. I'm 16. I can get taken advantage of at any moment in time. And at any point in time, there are people out there who are sick enough to go after younger. And that's the issue, though. You date those who aren't. You figure out those who live a life and other fun shit like a long time ago and this stuff, and you want to make people happy. You do. But you don't at the same time, do you? You could live in perfect harmony, alone, and afraid of yourself. And that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be seen as the villain. I wanted to be. But I didn't want to break anyone's heart. And I guess that's what's happened. I I don't want to break anyone's heart. That's not what I want to do. I need help. Please, someone. I need help. I need help. Please. No matter who's listening, no matter who's watching, just someone, please. This is, I wouldn't say it's an apology or a warning or a call out. It's a warning. There are people like Gabriel and Hunter, which is Thomas's ex, who also happen to be a pedophile. There are people like that who will take advantage of you, no matter how young or old. And that's saddening to me. And Gabriel knew he was taking advantage. But I egged him on, didn't I? I egged him on, saying, hey, I'm legal where you are, so everything's fine. It wasn't fine, though. He did it younger. And even Japan now realizes that the age of consent, it shouldn't be 13. They made it 16 recently. So even if someone like Gabriel gets their just desserts for being a creep online, he'll never be truly illegal. There's always somewhere out there who allows younger, isn't there? And even if this post... And hell, here's the thing though. Here's what's funnier. Gabriel's anonymous. He could be anyone. And for all I care, he could have gone under a pseudonym. And that's the funny thing. You tell someone this and they don't believe you. But that's the thing though. Online, you can just use a VPN and a fake pseudonym of a name. And just there you go. You're no longer yourself anymore. And that's interesting, you know? Gabriel could go under a different name at some point. And just repeat the cycle all over again. And same with others like him. And that's the funny thing though. Gabriel wasn't the only one. Gabriel won't be the only one. I am a victim. Thomas was a victim. And Thomas handled it more responsibly than I did. Because I broke Thomas's heart a long time ago. And I didn't want to break another heart again. I broke 2 hearts in the past, and I couldn't take it. Now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do anymore. I have to let Juliana know why Gabriel had to leave unless she happens to check Twitter one day and see that Gabriel's a pedophile and now we're down a person. Feels like everything's falling apart, but at the same time, that's life, you know? Everything falls apart and eventually rebuilds itself, doesn't it? And that's what I'd like to leave you on. I can't be here for long. Especially because it's what? It's 5 p.m.? It's almost time I'm to leave, not leave the mortal plane, but just leave my bedroom, get my food, and interact with family for the bit of time I have in the morning before I have to go to sleep. I know I won't be around forever, but for anyone listening, I'm sorry that you had to bear with me in this trauma dump of a story. Gabriel knew. Gabriel knew Amy was 15. Gabriel knew me and Juliana were 16. Gabriel knew that at Shiva and Knight were both 14. But he didn't care, did he? Hunter knew Thomas was 14. Hunter knew that they were dating minors, but they didn't care. They only cared for their sick personal pleasure. And that's the sad part. Hunter is still alive. Gabriel is only recently been reported as a pedophile. My accusation will probably be the last you'll hear of this. And that's saddening, you know? No one watches these videos. No one ever sees any of this. And that's the sad thing. Might as well talk about some of the stuff I've been working on. Recently, I've been coming around doing interviews for a documentary I'll be making called Gorehounds. But that's for another day. Right now, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm sorry this video is a lot more of a downer than what y'all were expecting. I just wish that someday, that maybe someone will be happier. For now, I'm just gonna try and relieve all the stresses in my life with music, video games, whatever I can get my hands on. And sadly, though, I might be wallowing in self-pity for a while. I would use a different game in the background. I know y'all don't want to see funny ducks on screen bouncing around in a pool, but not like there's anything that would tonally match. What, have balloons? That doesn't match. Sonic? That doesn't match either. Just these ducks. And that's okay. Ducks are... Ducks are fun to look at, so even if you don't want to listen to the audio, you can at least, just look at the ducks while you just relax. I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll see. Y'all have a good night now. I'm gonna try and relax, and maybe in the morning, something, anything, will make this day better.